Yo, what is up, guys? It is Matter here, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a Chicago Blackhawks season preview for the 2021-22 season. Let's start off with their D. Nicholas Spodan, a Canadian player, young, he's still age 21 of the Blackhawks. Most likely he'll be on the roster. He was on the roster last year, but played a lot in the minors. Spodan most likely will probably be a top 6 D-man for the Hawks. Next up, we got Calvin Haan for the Chicago Blackhawks. Calvin Haan, $4.5 million contract, 30 years old. Only scored 1 goal with the Hawks. It was a minus player. Some say it could be one of the worst contracts in the league, arguably. He's a solid defenseman, I guess, but not the best. He's top 4 for the Hawks. Next on the list, we've got Seth Jones of the Chicago Blackhawks. Came from Columbus in the Keith trade. Seth Jones has been performed as a solid top 6-4 for Edmonton. Obviously, he's not been a star in the league, but he's still a solid player. Following that, we have Seth Jones, which has been a star in the NHL. Seth Jones will be definitely a top 2 D-man for the Hawks. He's 26 right now. Seth Jones, easily one of the best defensemen in the league right now. Wayne Kalynuk, 24-year-old D-man who put up pretty solid numbers for the Hawks, putting up 9 points in 21 games. He was a solid defenseman throughout the season for the Chicago Blackhawks offensively. Following that, on D, we've got Jake Mccabe, a new signing from the Blackhawks. Jake Mccabe played with the Buffalo Sabres for a few years now. I think I don't know why Chicago signed him, but they acquired him because they had the cap room, so they thought they would add him as an addition to the Hawks defense. Next up, Ian Mitchell, potential star player who could be one. He's put up good numbers in college. Ian Mitchell most likely is going to be in the roster next year, probably top 6, I'd say. I think he will be continuously in the lineup, though. I think he's gotten a lot better. Connor Murphy, another solid Chicago Blackhawks player. Definitely been performing up to Chicago Blackhawks hype. Originally from the Phoenix Coyotes or the Arizona Coyotes, but he's one of the Hawks' top defensemen. I think defensively, 6'3", he's a big player. He's good overall. Alex Ragoula, traded from the Detroit deal. Overall, he has been playing in NCAA. Overall, he's just kind of there. I don't think he's a star. I think he's probably going to be in the minors next year. Last on D, we got Riley Stillman, another player who's been in the minors for the Hawks. Just a guy playing there. I don't think he'll make the roster. Next up on forward group, we've got Captain Jonathan Toews, who they still here haven't injured, but I think he will be playing. Jonathan Toews, obviously, we're hoping he's back next year. He most likely will be back. It's just a matter of when. Dylan Strome had a terrible season. He's looking to have a bounce-back year. If he doesn't have a bounce-back year, then we know he's definitely a bust, and they should have kept Nick Schmaltz. Alex Nylander injured the whole year, hoping the Hawks are hoping Nylander can improve throughout the year, maybe become a solid top 9 player, most likely, because otherwise he's not worth much anyways. Kubalik coming up after a 30-goal year, now following a 17-goal season, looking to be one of the Hawks' top goal scorers. Juraj Kara from the Edmonton Oilers, just a solid grinder player, a big 6'4" guy. Most likely he will be just a solid addition to the Hawks. Patrick Kane, no introduction needed. He's a star player. He has 66 points in 55 games for the Hawks. He's definitely the best player. He's putting up dominating numbers. Tyler Johnson came from Tampa Bay. He's most likely one of the best players on the Hawks offense now with his potential. He's put up great numbers before with Tampa Bay. He definitely was a good addition to get rid of from Seabrook. It was basically a cap dump basically for the Tampa Bay Lightning, but he's obviously a good player still, and he still has value. Mike Hardman, another guy the Hawks signed. They saw glints of him in the end of the season, but not much else to say. Reese Johnson, a guy been playing in the minors. Again, not much to say about him. Adam Gaudette, solid player that came from Vancouver. Showed glance of his potential Hawks are giving him a shot. Mackenzie Edmondsel, again, he played a bit with the Hawks again, getting a glimpse of his talent. Most likely he's probably like a fourth line guy. Most likely that's probably what they think he is. Alex Brinkette of the Chicago Blackhawks. Brinkette overall was a dominating goal scorer that year, scoring 32 goals. Most likely will produce high numbers like that again. Kirby Dach, the Hawks' third overall pick, a star player. Most likely going to have most likely projected to have the best breakout season in the NHL. That will be Kirby Dach, as long as his wrist's okay. Connolly came from the Capitals. He's put up capable and good numbers. Only scored one goal with the Hawks, but the odds of him performing well are pretty slim. Ryan Carpenter, a guy, grinder. He put up a few goals and was just a mediocre player. Eric Bjorkstrom from the Florida Panthers, solid player. Goalies. Colin Delia of the Hawks, 27 years old. He played mostly in the minors. In the end, he started to play a bit, but he was just a mediocre goalie. Fleury, a star goalie from Chicago, from Vegas, won the Vezina Trophy. He will be easily their starter. And Kevin Lankinen last season put up over a 900 save percentage and was a dominating goaltender. Easily will be Chicago's top backup goalie. All right, guys, that is Chicago's players season preview. Overall, I say the line is solid enough to make the playoffs. The Cup, no, I don't see that happening, but they are a solid team. Overall, though, I'm pretty impressed. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel, guys. We're on the road to 300 subs, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.